It's me, OPS Sunshine right here, and I have this video for you. It's how to make OPS sushi. Let me just cut. There's too much rice. Let me cut that off. Just a moment. Now I'm going to show you how to make these OPS sushi with things you probably already have at home, and this is what they should turn out like. So the things you will need are some scissors, a green marker of some kind. This is optional, but check out my science video on how to make these fish egg things. Now you do need a kit, I think, or you could buy the materials online. I have red, and then I have orange. I know that's probably not real fish eggs, but this is what they look like. Then I also have some paper towel. You're going to need some paper towel, and also some tape, and then that's all. So what you're going to do is take your paper towel. I'm actually going to use this because it's already small enough, and then I'm going to cut it about, I think, I'm just going to cut off this green part and see if I need to cut off more, and if I need to I can just add more. So then you roll this up. Now this is what it should look like, and then you also need to, so this is actually pretty good. I'm just going to cut off this top because the top is like a triangle, so you're going to have this really long piece. Then take your tape, and then let me make it a bit taller, the camera stand. Okay, there we go. Let me just roll this back. So roll this up as tight as you can. You want it to be tight, as tight as possible, so I like to roll it up like this. Sorry, the cat just jumped on the table. Then take a piece of tape. I like to do it while it's still on the roll, so pretty long, so you can wrap it all around the sushi roll. There you go. And then wrap it up. This could take a few tries. It's kind of hard to do it, but you're going to also wrap this pretty tightly around the sushi also. I'm using clear tape because it's going to be best. And then I'm just going to leave some extra so I can wrap that too. So then I just wrap that. So then you have your rice, I guess. Now it is going to not be perfect, but that's okay. Then you're going to take a piece of the paper towel, so you can make it green with your marker. Make it really green. So if you like these how-to OPS videos, then leave a like, and if you want to know if you want anything else, then I can show you how to make those probably. So then make this whole piece green, or how big you want it. This could be resized for anything, I guess, because the paper towels are pretty thick and stuff. Okay, then I like to separate the green from the backing because it's harder to do it with the backing. Sometimes that will happen also to the white for this rice. And then just wrap this sushi around the rice and then tape that as well. Okay, so I taped it on, and then I'm just going to use the scissors and cut off any excess off of the seaweed. And also you can, if you want to add a little bit more detail, when you roll up the paper towel, you could add in some colored things to make it look like the inside or something. And I'm just going to be adding some of the fish eggs on the top, and that's why they're a bit thicker. So then you're going to cut it to size, but you need it all wrapped in tape so it doesn't come apart when you cut it. So I have a pretty long piece there. And you want it, and it's okay if it's shiny, because the tape is kind of shiny. And then wrap. And then there you go. Now you can cut it to any size you like. Just going to wrap a little bit more because the tape didn't get all of it. So I'm actually having more ideas for OPS videos, so I might be uploading every day or back to every week or 2 weeks. There we go. Do need a lot of tape for this. So if you don't have a lot of tape, then I don't recommend it. Because, but if you guys find an easier way, then please tell me. And if there's any excess tape, cut that off. And then I like to roll it in my hand a little. Okay, so this should be, then cut it to size. Okay, so if you made it like mine, the rice can actually come out of the seaweed. If you like that, then you can keep it like that. But I recommend, if you don't like that, add a little bit of some glue or double-sided tape to it before you put it in the seaweed. Or you could just tape the seaweed onto the rice and then wrap it around the rest. But for these bigger ones, I decided to make it, you can take the rice out of the seaweed. So let's see how these look with fish eggs. If there's no seaweed around the edges, you might want to take a little bit of tape and then put it around the edges if you have something you want to put on top of the seaweed, like this one. Since the seaweed is so low, I'm just going to take this piece of tape and then tape it to the top. But if it's too low, then that means you can't take out the seaweed off of the rice. But if you're okay with that, then do this. I'm fine with it, so I'm gonna do it. And since there is tape on the outside, you could just take off the tape if you want to. So this one's a bit taller because of the seaweed at the bottom, so I'm just going to cut that off. Now I know these don't look perfect, but I mean they're pretty close to the real thing. That's what I think. So then I'm going to balance these. Okay, so add in the fish eggs to the sushi. And if you don't want to add this fish eggs directly onto it, the sushi, then you could add it as a side piece for decoration. And since these are a bit thicker than the other ones that I made, the other ones could only hold one fish egg at a time, but these ones can hold 3 big ones that I made or a lot of tiny ones. They keep on dropping, so let me put the eggs in this one. Since how wide and big they are, big they are. They look best with 5 or 6, like for this one. So see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!